liquid capital presale in its final week. The time is now. Happy 6-month anniversary to EMP, and welcome to DeFi Debrief. The goal of this weekly program is to provide investors and potential investors with a brief overview and top headlines of the latest news surrounding emp.money and Impulse over the previous week. Let's get started. The price of EMP broke through 30 cents, with eShare moving above $400. PEG remained in the low 90s, but the late week upside movement of Ethereum helped to increase the price of LP by around $10. Detonator continues to excel. This week saw a new all-time high in the pool balance, as well as several 1,000 plus LP snipes. One of these snipes came from another DeFi protocol, Hypermine, which is using Detonator as an investment vehicle for their treasury. Detonator is also literally changing lives through the daily random lottery prize. This post is from a recent winner who had been compounding for some time and had built up to earning 6 tickets per day. Amazing. The new emp.money UI has been completed. The new site is currently undergoing testing by Army team members as well as the dev team to ensure that everything is working as it should be. There is not a specific release date, but it will be soon. The hedge fund that was discussed in a previous episode of DeFi Debrief has now invested approximately $500,000 into the EMP ecosystem. EMP plans to ramp up exposure to these types of institutional investors in the months ahead. The liquid capital presale is now entering its second and final week, and EMP is not only representing, it is completely crushing it. At the time of this recording, the total raise is just over $2 million, with 25% of that coming from the EMP family. While this is a group effort, the result is extremely positive for EMP's already impressive status in the DeFi space. And best of all, 20% of EMP's contribution, which is currently over $100,000, will be coming back to the EMP treasury. AJ took part in a fantastic live AMA with James Pelton on his YouTube channel. There were over 100 people in attendance, and EMP recorded over $20,000 of EMP buys during the AMA. James and AJ discussed how to be a good actor in the ecosystem, as well as the best practices for investing in EMP. This is well worth your time to watch. A link to the recording can be found in the description below. AJ also hosted an AMA for DYGYCON 10. DYGYCON is a metaverse project created by Splinterlands, a longtime EMP partner. A link to a recording of AJ's presentation can be found in the description below. EMP took part as a sponsor in Austin Clark's Operation Give Back Burpee Challenge. This was a live-streamed charity event that raised over $1,500 for a children's charity in the Cincinnati, Ohio area. Austin is a YouTube influencer in the DeFi space with over 11,000 subscribers. EMP is continuing the push to grow its social media presence. You can help your own investment by engaging with the various posts you see on EMP's social channels. EMP will be launching its new podcast in the next few weeks. While there will be a focus on EMP, the podcast will have its own branding and will also offer content about the DeFi space in general. Currently, there is not a lot of quality content in this area, so this could be a great way to generate interest in EMP within a completely new audience, as well as providing the opportunity to sell sponsored ads to drive revenue to the EMP treasury. EMP is continuing with its development plans to add ETH staking directly on Ethereum mainnet. This should appeal to a huge audience of ETH holders who may not want to bridge to BSC. However, EMP is also considering launching its own bridge between ETH mainnet and BSC to cater to those who want that flexibility, and this will also generate fee revenues for the EMP treasury. AJ has announced officially that eShare emissions will continue for another year at full print. From there, several options are being discussed, including implementing a decaying model, similar to that of Bitcoin's halvening mechanism. Farm bonuses for eShare BNB and eShare MDB Plus will be launching soon. These 20% APR incentives will rotate on a monthly basis between the two farms. The idea behind this move is to promote investors to move between the farms, because doing so naturally creates buys and sells of MDB Plus, which is how revenues are generated for the EMP treasury. But this is also a win for those holding LP and for those holding MDB Plus itself. That's it for this edition of DeFi Debrief. We'll see you next Monday.